Hi everybody, Denise here, Director of Community Engagement for BPI. I'm also a mom of an almost 11-year-old on the spectrum and a typical 12-year-old. I was lucky enough yesterday to attend the ARC of Illinois Leadership Conference. I attended, it was a room full of QIDP providers who in Illinois work with individuals with developmental and intellectual disabilities. And I was lucky enough to attend the conference as well. The first part of the presentation, the keynote speaker, the topic really interested me. As a parent of a child on the spectrum, I wanted to learn more. So the presentation was on first responders and people with disabilities. And I've heard, some of the news stories, and with a child on the spectrum, it's on the forefront of my mind. Issues like these. So some of the staggering statistics that the keynote speaker talked about were that 33 to 50, there's a huge range depending on who you ask, but 33 to 50% of people who are killed by police officers are individuals that have a disability of some sort. And of that 50%, 87% have a mental illness, developmental disability, or autism. So she had a whole presentation on the work that she has done working with first responders. They are amazing individuals that put themselves in danger every day out in our community fighting crime and looking for criminals and keeping all of us safe. But they've also been put in a position where they are the ones to get called for any type of situation. So they're the first responders that are called and are on the scene for any unusual incidents. One of our kiddos could be out in the community. As an adult, could be walking down the street and somebody might say, "Who is that guy? What is he doing?" and call the police. So just getting the training that is needed for our first responders so that they understand our kiddos and our young adults and our adults with developmental disabilities and autism, so that they have that training, they can recognize it, and they know how to respond to those calls when they get them. And they are just following their protocols, and terrible things have happened, and they need more training. So luckily, when she worked with Clearbrook, they went around and trained a lot of police departments and fire stations, and there are some people out there doing good work with this advocacy in our area. But I would encourage, as parents and therapists and advocates that work with individuals with special needs, that we all need to continue having this conversation, not just with our first responders, but with everybody in our community, so that we all have a better understanding of the population that we serve. We're all responsible for each other and educating ourselves. She had an interesting fact that a typical police academy will have 5 hours dedicated to special populations. And that special population it even includes elderly folks. So yeah, I think that we just need to keep having these conversations. I would encourage you, if you work at a school or in a group home or at a therapy place, that you reach out to your local first responders and let them know you're there, what you do, what type of population you serve, so that if you ever are put in a situation where the police are called, or you need to call the police out for safety, that they're familiar with your home or your facility or your school. If anyone else has some helpful information to share, please let me know. I am happy to always learn and educate our community about our kiddos. So that's it. I hope you all have a nice Wednesday night. Bye-bye.